Namaste and Hi Krishna. So today I'm going to be talking about my past experiences with hair dye. And that's also a number one question that I get asked a lot is, well, how can I go vegan? How can I go vegetarian? Because I like to dye my hair. And I cannot call myself a vegetarian or a vegan if I'm using hair products that were tested or have animal products in them. And what do I recommend? What are my favorite hair dyes that are, vegan, vegetarian, plant-based, that do not test on animals or have any sort of animal product in them at all. And I actually compiled a list of hair products that I've used in my hair or somebody else's hair that I really, really 100% liked and that I would constantly keep getting again and again. And I'm going to note that there are some products that I like that I'm not going to include on this list because they're inconsistent in their product. For example, they constantly change their product. I'm going to go for, products that I like that work 100% of the time on my hair or somebody else's hair and doesn't cause damage, like at all, or causes the minimum amount of damage. Now, going off that note, I'm going to start on my first product, which I made a list on my phone, so please don't hate me for looking down at my phone. Splat Bleach. I included this one on there because it's one of the few bleaches that actually, for me, got the job done the first time and I didn't have to do it again. Now, it is bleach. It is somewhat damaging, especially if you've already had over-processed hair. It is going to damage and it is going to chemically burn your hair. But it's one of the few vegan bleaches out there that, don't test on animals. It's vegan and it works like the first time for my hair. That's my hair, that's not somebody else's hair. I have used it on darker hair and it does come out orange if you go darker than my hair and use it. However, you could probably use this product another time, wait maybe a week in between and then reuse it. But I'm putting this on the list even though it is somewhat damaging because of the fact that it is one of the only vegan bleaches that actually does anything. I know that there's some natural hair lighteners that really don't work. And that leads me to my next topic is sun lighteners. Yes, these aren't technically hair dyes, but I decided to include them on the list because these two I have found actually work, and that is Sun-In and Sun Bum hair lighteners. It even works for dark hair, but it will give you red highlights if you have darker hair than mine. It will not get you blonde highlights. However, I like the product because it actually does lighten your hair in the sun. It gives you a natural looking highlight, and this one doesn't damage your hair at all. However, the results are gradual. You're not going to wake up, put this in your hair, and then you're going to wake up and your hair is going to be platinum blonde. That's why I included the Splat Bleach, because that actually gets the job done quick. So, with that being said, don't expect too much from sun lighteners, but these two sun lighteners really get the job done. They get it done fast. They're not tested on animals. They're, vegan, vegetarian friendly, and so, yes. And by the way, I should add this now, if you have any other, comments or, suggestions for, hair color or, natural hair color and stuff, leave them down in the comments, and if I mess up and I accidentally include something that is now tested on animals, please leave it down in the comments, because I have not used a lot of hair color. I haven't used any hair color in my hair for about a year. However, I did do a quick search, and they appear to still be vegan and vegetarian, and not tested on animals. But, let's just keep on with the video. Nature Tint. This one's really good. However, I am going to add a little disclaimer for this one. The colors come out very dark compared to the box. However, it does work. It does cover grays. If you want a red, the red is my favorite. The red will give you a nice copper tone. Like, it won't fully dye your hair red, but it will give you like a nice tone to your hair. For example, if you messed up and you over bleached your hair, you can add that into it to get some kind of warmth back into your hair. However, the black will come out black. It doesn't, like, the natural black does not come out like a natural black with brown tints as it shows in the box. It will turn out to a pitch black color, which doesn't bother some, but I know it would bother me because I really want my hair color to be as it's supposed to be. And that leads me to my next one. I'm gonna keep saying that. Nature Gin. I think I'm saying that right. Nature Gin. I'm gonna be linking all these in the description box below, so like don't worry. However, this one, it's kind of like Nature Tints, where if you get like the darker color, it will turn out darker, but not as dark as the Nature Tint one does. This one, I believe, also has a natural lightener. I have not tried that one. The only one that I've tried of this one is I tried the copper, and the copper one does really turn your hair copper. It doesn't just like lightly put a tint on it. It's full-blown copper. It is red, it is there, it's here to stay. That stuff does not come out of your hair for a while. So that's my only warning to you guys about that one. And now we're going to be getting into the henna colors that I enjoy. Now, yes, you can just mix up some henna and some indigo yourself. However, for me, when I tried this, my hair turned out super orange. I put way too much lemon juice into it. Please excuse me, my computer wants to do an update. It keeps blinking. I'm not sure if the sound's going to come out on the video or not. However, I do an awful job with mixing just plain henna and then indigo. I'm terrified my hair will turn out too dark or too light, and so I try to rely on the ones that are already pre-packaged, and I can just put in my hair and just be done with it. My favorite of all time is Light Mountain Intense Red. I think it's Intense Red or it's in Extreme Red. I'll link it down, but it's just like you put it on, like, even my hair being like a light brown, and my hair will turn out fiery copper red, like red, even like brighter than my shirt I'm wearing. Like, it is so good. I loved it. That was how I kept my hair so bright during when I used red hair color. It was amazing. And another one that goes along with it is that I've tried multiple colors of is Henna Hair Color Lab. I've used the light brown, I've used the red. The red is actually really good too. However, it just doesn't give you like the bright red. It just gives you like a more natural, like, copper color, which I liked. During the time, I was like in my middle school years and I wanted my hair just fiery red. And that did not do it. But I still like the color. I still kept it that way. I used the dark brown and the medium brown as well as that color. And I also used auburn. And with those colors, the colors that they show you on the box is the color that you're going to get. Like, it is no guessing. It is just, that's your hair color that you're going to get. Like, it was amazing. I would, however, suggest leaving the red color on for way longer than they suggest. Because the longer you wait with the red henna, the brighter it gets. And if you want brighter hair, then you leave it on. If they say an hour, you leave it on for 2 hours. If they say 2 hours, you leave it on for 4 hours. Like, keep it on as long as you possibly can stand it. And you're going to get the greatest result with that color. I watched a hairdresser try to belittle henna a little bit. Like, oh, why would you want to, dye your hair with henna when there's, like, so many, like, products out there? And my thing with henna is that it's nourishing, it doesn't cause any damage, and it gives you a beautiful color. In my opinion, every time I've used henna, like these brands of henna, my hair has always turned out wonderful. Like, there's, like, no question about it. Like, my hair was just so, like, silky, I could, like, brush through it. With other, like, chemical red colors, like the box hair colors that I used to use way back before I was vegetarian, they would like make my hair so dry and like break off. And I haven't delved that much into professional hair colors because by the time I was old enough to, I became vegetarian, and then I needed to find products that did not test on animals. Now it's going to lead me on to the fun colors. Manic Panic is my absolute favorite temporary hair color. You put it on, it's a bright color, it stays in for a long time. Like, it took me forever to fade out. I used to bleach my hair completely white, and then I would put pink in my hair. That would last me for about a month before it would fade out and turn like an ugly color. I really enjoyed it. It's one of the few temporary hair colors that I could get to stay in my hair. It was just an overall really nice experience, and plus my hair was like really short, so like I got the amplifier bottle, and that would last me for about 4 months. Yes, if you have longer hair, you're gonna need a lot of bottles, but it was a good experience. I would never trade it. Would I ever do it again? No, I do not want to bleach my hair again, but I do want to tell you guys that do, so you guys don't have to like completely like swear off dyeing your hair, because I do know that dyeing your hair when I was in my high school and middle school years, that was like my identity, and I don't want you guys to like feel like, oh, I gotta give up this, I gotta give up this, I gotta give up this. Like, no, you don't have to give up anything to be a good vegetarian or a good vegan or a good person in general. You don't have to give up anything that you really enjoy doing to yourself. For example, if you want to get a tattoo, there's vegan tattoos. If you want to get permanent makeup done, there's vegan permanent makeup. Like, there's like no really excuse to give anything up, because you can like bring it back, unless you're honestly just like, I don't want to do this anymore, like I am. Like, I'm like, I don't want to bleach my hair anymore. So there we go. And finally, I'm going to go off to the Ion stuff. Ion, I use all their toners for blonde hair, because there was a time where I bleached my hair blonde, and I kept it blonde for about like summer, before it started like breaking off, and then I chopped it all off. But yes, I do recommend their toners, because the toners are not what broke my hair off, it was the bleach, because I kept over bleaching. Like, you know, when you're bleaching your roots, I sometimes got the bleach onto the already bleached part of my hair, and it would break off. But the toners really helped me, because I have a lot of red tones in my hair, and for me, when I was trying to be healthier, I would leave the splat hair bleach on for less, and this would cause me to get some like red tones to my hair. If I put like the Ion color in my hair, all that orangey, all the brassiness would be gone, and I could like keep my hair from being bleached for a while until I'd have to re-bleach my roots. And that's why I recommend it. It's vegan, it doesn't harm your hair as much as bleach does, and it keeps your hair from, you know, constantly seeing damage after damage after damage. Unless you're like me and you just want to make sure you look like a natural blonde. I never looked like a natural blonde because I have these dark eyebrows. And people would be like, really? Do you pencil in your eyebrows? Nope. All natural. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this gave you an idea of natural or vegan alternatives to like your favorite products. And I hope you try them and tell me how your experiences were down in the comments. I'm sorry for rambling, but you know, I dyed my hair when I hit 4th grade, which would be about 10 years old, my hair was constantly a different color. And when I went vegetarian, I thought that my coloring days were over, and I was so upset about it because I loved it so much. But then I realized that I could get through this. Like, I could do it. Oh, also I should mention, the reason why I did not mention the splat temporary hair colors is because they never worked for me. Like, personally, they would turn really icky really fast. Maybe it was because at the time I had short hair and I had to constantly like wash it, because otherwise it would get really greasy. Or maybe it was just the fact that my hair was so badly damaged. Maybe that's why it didn't work. But anyway, I don't recommend those. However, I do recommend the Manic Panic and everything else I mentioned today. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and Hare Krishna. See you guys next week.